Welcome to the fascinating world of Korean classical novels.
Ever heard a true story of a monster who disguised himself as a breathtakingly handsome man? In the ancient Korean dynasty of Joseon, a mysterious scholar named Baek-yeon appeared in a quiet village by a massive lake. Every time he walked down the dirt paths, the village women could not take their eyes off his striking beauty. Oh my, look at that gentleman walking over there. How can a man be so incredibly gorgeous? Women carrying water jars would stumble and blush, completely captivated by his cold yet irresistibly deep gaze. However, Baek-yeon was not a human being. He was actually an Imugi, a giant mythical serpent who had trained in the deepest parts of the lake for 1,000 years, waiting for the day he could ascend into a glorious dragon. His only reason for coming up to the land was to find the genuine, unconditional love of a human, which was the absolute key to his ascension. One late afternoon, during a heavy rainstorm, Baek-yeon encountered a village herbalist named So-hwa on a muddy mountain trail. She was carefully walking down the slippery slope, brushing her wet hair aside. Just as So-hwa lost her footing and was about to fall, Baek-yeon moved like lightning and firmly wrapped his arms around her waist. "Please be careful. The road is very treacherous." His low, resonating voice lingered in her ears. The moment their eyes locked in the air, a strange silence filled the space, drowning out the sound of the pouring rain. Over her soft, rain-soaked garments, Baek-yeon's hot breath came dangerously close. So-hwa felt a strange thrill in the strong embrace of this unfamiliar man. Baek-yeon, too, felt the cold area around his heart burn with a bizarre heat for the first time in his life. After that day, the two secretly met by the lake under the shimmering moonlight. Baek-yeon gently held So-hwa's hand, his cold body temperature intertwined with her warmth, radiating a dizzying heat like the thick air of a midsummer night. "Every moment with you feels more precious than 1,000 years of my life." His heartfelt confession completely shook her soul. But a dark shadow soon fell upon this beautiful romance. The greedy and despicable local magistrate of the village desired So-hwa. He wanted to make her his concubine and was furious to hear rumors that she was sharing affection with an unknown scholar. "How dare he covet my woman? Catch that bastard right now." The magistrate unleashed thugs to attack Baek-yeon in the dark. But Baek-yeon was no ordinary man. His eyes flashed like a fierce beast in the shadows, and the terrifying silhouette of a giant serpent loomed behind his back. The thugs were horrified by the overwhelming monstrous energy and ran for their lives. Hearing this ominous rumor, the magistrate brought in a powerful shaman. "He is not human. He must be the monster of the lake, so cut off his breath." The shaman cast a dark barrier around the lake, burning talismans to suffocate Baek-yeon's spiritual power. The lake turned pitch black and began to boil. Baek-yeon collapsed, writhing in unimaginable agony. Sharp, hideous scales erupted from his smooth skin, revealing the monstrous true form he had hidden so well. So-hwa discovered him, coughing up blood outside the barrier. An ordinary human would have run away screaming at the sight of the monster. But in So-hwa's eyes, she only saw the agonizing pain of her beloved. "My dearest, I will save you." The magistrate's soldiers drew their swords to block her, but So-hwa risked her life and threw herself into the burning magical barrier. Despite the pain of the dark flames searing her skin, she tore the shaman's talisman apart with her bare hands. She then threw her arms around Baek-yeon's terrifying scaly body, pressing her warm lips against his cold forehead. "No matter what you look like, my love for you will never change." The warmth of her true sacrificial love completely melted the Imugi's frozen heart. At that exact moment, a massive lightning bolt shook the heavens. With a blinding light, Baek-yeon began to ascend into the sky as a magnificent golden dragon. The massive storm he unleashed swept away the magistrate's luxurious mansion without a trace. The greedy magistrate was thrown into a muddy pit, left in a hilariously pathetic state. The golden dragon smiled warmly at So-hwa from the sky before disappearing beyond the clouds forever. Peace returned to the village, and So-hwa lived happily ever after, caring for the sick while cherishing the lingering warmth Baek-yeon left behind. Her love, which saw through outward appearances, defined true sincerity, continues to deliver a profound lesson to us today. If you enjoyed today's thrilling story, please like and subscribe to our channel.